Hi.
Hello guys. One of the kids who is always in my stream, he wrote to me like, hey, you need to reach out to Syrmor because it would be a cool story for them. Can you do that for me? So I'm like, okay, if you ask me that, I'll do that. And that's how I wrote the message. So in August, it really hit me. 6th of August last year, in 2018, I got a pre-warning. I was actually a crazy workaholic from when I was a kid. The maximum sleep that I had was 4 hours. Every day I was working. Then in 2018, I got my first heart attack. I woke up luckily, and then they checked me, and in your blood they can check by oxygen levels, and then they're like, yeah, you're very lucky, you need to change your life, otherwise we will see you back in the next 6 months. So I didn't change my life. In August I completely shut down. I couldn't move. My lung capacity was 32%. I couldn't breathe, couldn't do anything anymore. So yeah, that was a tough period. I thought I was Superman, but then I knew I wasn't. So when it happened, everybody thought I had a burnout. I overworked, I had a lot of stress. My mentality was like so good, and I knew it wasn't a burnout. A lot of tests were done, psychologist, everything, and then even the psychologist said like, no, this isn't a burnout with everything that we see. This has to be something else. To find a muscle disease, specific one, it takes a long time. Until this day, they still don't know exactly what it is. The computer models and what the doctors say, it's a muscular disease, but we still need to know which one. Until this day, they still don't know which one because there's so many specific ones. And yeah, it takes forever. Right now, I'm still every day on painkillers and waiting for any improvement. When I look back now, there were many signs, but I just kept going, and because my mental was so good, I always stood back up. I had a lot of time chest pain, certain amount of times I couldn't breathe as well. Always just look at your body, and I never looked at my body. I just kept going and going. I still remember the first time going out in a wheelchair. That was the toughest time for me. People looking at you and people asking, can I help you? I've never been a guy that they needed to help. But yeah, it was mentally very, very hard. Now still it's very hard. I have 3 kids, a girl of 14, boy of 10, and then another boy of 4. The girl of 14, she knew and she saw the most. The boy of 10 as well. All these little things, we went karting every 2 weeks. I couldn't do all these things. I couldn't even drive a car. They were always used for me to drive a car, even take them to school. And I couldn't do all these things anymore. And they were, every day they're basically afraid. They helped me so much. Like right now, I can't open bottles with my hands. So they come to me, hey, do I need to open your bottle? They're adapting, and it's nice to see how they help me now, and before I had to help them. I'm really proud of them. I can game with them. That's how everything changed basically. As I mentioned, I had 3 businesses since I couldn't do it anymore. My employees did a tremendous job, but unfortunately it was a ship without a captain. Basically at the end of last year I had to file in bankruptcy. That is also a very weird thing because I did crazy things in my life, went to so much places, never had to look at money. In the time that I was a workaholic, I was doing my daddy role, but not like it should. Yeah, I really appreciate those things now. Being around them every day, playing Fortnite so much, that's really nice. And now they motivate me, so that's even better. I've never gamed before because I only worked. Then the 10-year-old, he didn't like doing challenges in Fortnite, and they was like, can you do it for me? And I started doing it, and they kept asking like, it's so fun, can we please play more? Unfortunately, at one point a couple of months ago, also that stopped because I couldn't game anymore. that really hurt because the 4-year-old, he couldn't understand. Like, he was crying, "Daddy, I want to play with you. Can you please try?" But I couldn't. Like, game-wise, I went from holding a controller. I couldn't hold the controller anymore, so I tried keyboard and mouse. That, like, in a while, that didn't work anymore as well. Then I found a company who 3D prints like a specific hand. I ordered one of those, and now I'm gaming again with them. All the buttons on one hand, and the other hand my mouse to aim. My doctor games as well, so that's nice. One of my doctors. They said, like, immediately when it's allowed, you go to the revalidation and the hospital, because I need to keep my muscles going as well. But I'll ask also for a specific set for your hands. And that's what I'm doing right now almost every day for 2 to 3 hours in the hospital.
So did you feel like you maybe had sort of a blind spot in your life before this? Like you weren't being all the dad that you could be, and this is really giving you a second chance?
Yeah, for sure, because the little one, I still remember I was in US for business. I luckily saw his first steps, but on FaceTime. That really hurt me because I was luckily that FaceTime exists, but otherwise, I would have missed it, and I've missed so much in life. First words and all these things. So I have a lot of time to catch up now, and I love that part.
Did it affect your personal relationships at all?
I had no friends. I had business friends. I had my employees, but other than that, I was only working. I basically lost all my business friends, even to a point that, like, I didn't expect what some did. But right now I'm really in a close group, just my family and my new family, actually, the gaming community. I call it my new family because that is very nice.
How is your wife taking everything?
She is amazing. She supports me. She cooks the amazing food. There's always notes ready for me at my desk, like, "I love you." My hands started to be bad, and I got a note: "You can do it. Yes, you can. Love you big time." I have it in my hand right now. Because I'm gaming long, in the middle of the night, she can text me like, "Hey, I love you. Just keep doing what you do." We've never been so close, to the fact that actually the kids told us last week, "Hey, you guys are like a crazy and loved 20 years old." Sometimes they're embarrassed about us. So yes, I lost everything, but I also started a new life, and I still can do new things that I love. Before I was in a cocoon and only focusing on myself and my business, but now I feel much more pride and joy helping others than what I was doing before. So in that way, yes, I feel much better. The negative fact is every 4 hours I'm taking opioids. You guys know that, I think. I need to take them for the pain.
So is your condition largely stabilized now and it's just sort of recovering, or is there potential for further progress of it, like further degeneration?
It's going backwards. Like, normally I could speak even more fluid than now. Now I need to double think, like my brains are going backwards. I can walk again, and that's good. But I do have a feeling, the doctor said the same thing, that I will end up back in a wheelchair. And that's something I don't like, but if I can't stop it, it will be what it will be. A lot of times my hands don't work and I'm super stressed and I can't game and I can't grow. It's not easy being an old guy that never gamed and still want to become the best. But like, I'm a faster learner and I surrounded myself with really good people. I'm beating a lot of friends from my son. I love to do that.
So do you speak like Dutch or French, or... Because your English is so good, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, I speak Dutch. I can speak French and a little bit German. Actually, a fun fact, my 4-year-old, the son, he speaks better English than Dutch. That's what they tell them at school. So it's really because of YouTube and video games. Sorry for the Minecraft community. That's a game that I will never play. So my kids love it. I won't play it. My daily routine is waking up around noon. Then always I have amazing breakfasts. I have some breakfasts on that I posted on Twitter. If you see, it's made with love. It's with hearts and everything. Then I go to the hospital, be there 2 to 3 hours. Then it depends on how I feel. If I feel good, I start straight with my aim training because I also have an amazing aim coach. Aim training in Kovacs. After my aim training, I start up Fortnite, play Fortnite with my kids because they love it and they wait for me. Then I jump straight into games. Twitter, do a lot of Twitter, talk with a lot of people online. Discord, also something new for me, but it's really nice. I do that till 3 to 4 a.m. and back to sleep every day. For the body, it's really intense because I'm doing so much hours in a hospital and that's like very physical. There will be a point that my hands will give up. But I still want to do the maximum. I want to really reach the maximum in my gaming. I want to be the dad, the virtual dad for the gaming community. Also, like I followed your episode with Aaron, it really touched me. It was so nice. I started to follow him.
If you could tell everyone in the world one thing, what would it be?
One thing, always be positive. Focus in front of you. Don't look too much behind you. Be the light in the world. The world is a dark place, but with positivity you can shine a light, and the more people that shine that light makes this dark place much brighter and positive. So that's it.